Thank you so much for joining me as I talk about 7 Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 physical games to buy before they become rare and expensive. And all these games are complete on the cartridge, no downloads required, no game key cards. For anyone who has been following my channel recently, I would say for at least the last few months, you would know that where a lot of my interest has been in keeping up with a lot of these true physical Switch 2 releases. And that's what really gave me the motivation to do this video today, because we just got another one announced. And that game is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate Legendary Edition. Yes, this game is going to be fully on the cartridge for the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's also being marketed as a Switch 2 exclusive. It's going to have all the DLC characters on the cartridge, and that's 4 characters. And this is just a great announcement to see. I've heard that this is a great game that plays kind of like Hades, so I think I'm finally going to try it out now that it has gotten a Switch 2 true physical cartridge. I actually first saw this game announced by Video Games Plus, and they're going to be selling it for 46 United States dollars, and it's going to be releasing on October 27th. Now, the next game on this list is one that I don't think anybody predicted would become rare and expensive so quickly, but that game is Mio Memories of Orbit. The Nintendo Switch 2 true physical of this copy seems to have disappeared. It looks like you can't find it anywhere. It's going for crazy prices on the aftermarket, on eBay and all that. But Video Games Plus is giving physical collectors a second chance to get a Switch 2 physical copy, but it is the European import. They're going to be selling it for 43 United States dollars, and it's going to be available on October 23rd. I have heard that this game is a really good Metroidvania. I've even seen some people saying that it's a must-play game. I wasn't interested in picking it up myself just because it looked kind of generic to me. The art style just really didn't stand out to me at all. But now I'm kind of kicking myself for not originally picking up the ESRB North American physical copy when I could have gotten it for just $30. The next game on this list is one that I kind of want to FOMO buy myself, even though I don't even want to play it right away, because Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for the Nintendo Switch 2, the physical copy, continues to sell out at retailers really fast, and I don't know if this game will actually become rare and expensive. I imagine they will want to restock it, but there is a high demand for this game, and I definitely think at the very least, this is a game that's going to hold its value. And I've heard that this is a fantastic kind of action-adventure, puzzle-solving game that really makes you feel like you're in the movies of Indiana Jones, so I am kind of interested in actually checking it out and playing it too. But we also did just get another true Switch 2 physical game announced, and that game is Dread Delusion. This game is going to be retailing for $50 for the Switch 2 physical copy that is complete on the cartridge, and it will be out on April 5th. And this is an indie open world RPG. It really kind of harkens back to like the old PC styled open world RPGs back in like the early 2000s, the 90s. The way it looks, it kind of almost reminds me of like the early Elder Scrolls games, like kind of like Morrowind, Oblivion a little. I'm sure this game is doing its own thing, and I've heard that it's not nearly that long. I've heard you can beat this game in about 15 to 30 hours, but it does have some good replayability. It's one that I need to do a bit more research on myself, because with this getting a true physical copy, I might be interested in picking this one up. And with this being kind of a niche looking game, it looks like it really could be a game that also ends up being rare and expensive. Before we go on with this video, I just want to ask, if you're enjoying it, if you would just please hit the like button, hit the hype button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. All that also helps spread awareness of all these Switch 2 true physical games that I've been covering on this channel. I also have a lot more videos covering that, so feel free to check those out as well. And another true physical Switch 2 game that's going to be coming soon, I don't think a lot of people even know about it. It's called Incoini, and it's going to be out on October 1st for $50. And this game is kind of like a little bit of a kind of like a story-driven, a bit of life simulation. You're like working in a grocery store, like stocking shelves and stuff, but I've heard that the vibe is similar to something to like maybe Coffee Talk, where it's really dialogue heavy and really story focused. It does look interesting, and with this being another one of those kind of niche looking games, this is one that possibly could become rare and expensive for the physical copy on the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, to wrap this video up, I do want to cover a couple of Nintendo Switch 1 physical games, and the last one is one that I think a lot of collectors out there will definitely be really interested in. But before we get to that one, I want to talk about one from my own collection, and that game is 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. This is a highly regarded kind of tower defense RPG visual novel kind of meshed into one game, a really unique sci-fi experience. I've heard that this is a really great, phenomenal game, and this game is published by Atlas and developed by Vanillaware. It has their signature art style, their great 2D animated graphics that look beautiful. And just because of those two pedigrees, Atlas and Vanillaware, I do think that over time, this Switch 1 physical copy could possibly become rare and expensive, but you can get it affordably right now for around $30. And the final game on this list is a game that's already rare and expensive. It's already going for like $80, $90. So why would I even put it on here? Well, that's because Blasphemous is getting a brand new physical copy for the Nintendo Switch, and I believe even for the PS5, I think, but we're covering Switch stuff over here anyway. But it's going to be going for $50, and it's an entire box set that's going to come with some physical goodies as well. It's going to come with a manual, and this is a highly regarded Metroidvania that's known for its kind of horror style and its grotesque style that it has going for it. It has this like Spanish Catholicism styled art style, and I've heard a lot of great stuff about this game. This is definitely one that a lot of people are going to want to get in their Switch collection. With the original print of this game being so rare and expensive, this is looking like it's going to be a better version anyway, because it's also going to include all the DLC on this cartridge. So I would say that this might be a must buy for a lot of collectors out there. And I decided to add a little bonus game to this list, and it is a game key card. No, I wouldn't tell you that a game key card is going to be rare and expensive, although who knows. But NIS America did give me a free copy of Disgaea Mayhem to unbox, the special limited edition. They asked me if I wanted the Switch 1 or Switch 2 copy. I actually went with the Switch 2 copy because I want to actually play the game, and the Switch 2 version is going to have the better, resolution, graphics, frame rates, and all of that. But I do believe it's possible that the Switch 1 copy of this game, just because it is a niche game, we're already at the end of the Nintendo Switch 1 life cycle, could possibly become rare and expensive. And also, this is a spin-off game of Disgaea, which is already a really niche series. But I actually did get to play this game a bit. I made it past the first world, past the first boss, and I have to say that the combat and action in this game is really satisfying, and I really do believe that this is the game that's probably going to get me into the Musou Dynasty Warriors type of games. I was having a lot of fun with this game. I just got a bit distracted with Splatoon Raiders, but I definitely will be getting back to this game and beating it, so expect to hear about it in the near future on this channel. But as far as my experience with the Switch 2 version, I can honestly say I only played it in handheld, but honestly, I was not at all impressed by how the game looked in handheld. To me, it really didn't look much better than a Switch 1 game. The only little benefit that you do have on the Switch 2 is that you can go to the performance mode and up the frame rate to 60 frames per second, but then it makes the graphics look a little worse. I really don't know if it even really looks much worse because it doesn't look that great to begin with, but I can say that the gameplay in this game is a lot of fun. But anyway, I do appreciate you all so much for watching this video, and I will look forward to catching you all on the next one.